$7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico.
Look, we talk about education. I propose that what we take is those very poor schools, the Title I schools, triple the amount of money we spend from $15 to $45 billion a year. Give every single teacher a raise to the equal raise of getting out of the $60,000 level.
I hate the white man.
Make
He's
sure
of
that
the
we
devil.
bring into the help
He was made in a cave in the worst parts of Europe,
from home.
produced from the lowest forms of humanity.
We have one school psychologist for every 1,500 kids in America today. It's crazy.
All of a sudden,
teachers
we
are
can't talk
I'm
about
married to a
Neanderthal
teacher. My
DNA
deceased wife is a teacher. They have every problem coming to them. We have to make sure that every single child does, in fact, have 3, 4, and 5-year-olds go to school, not daycare, school. We bring social workers into homes of parents to help them deal with how to raise their children. It's not that they don't want to help; they don't know quite what to do. Play the radio, make sure the television, make sure you have the record player on at night. The phone, make sure the kids hear word. A kid coming from a very poor school, a very poor background, will hear 4 million words fewer spoken by the time they get there. There's so much we. No, I'm going to go like the rest of them do, twice over. Okay?
And then they have cans of soup, and they throw the cans of soup. That's better than a brick because you can't throw a brick, it's too heavy. But a can of soup, you can really put some power into that, right? And then when they get caught, they say, no, this is soup for my family. They're so innocent. This is soup for my family. It's incredible. And you have people coming over with bags of soup, big bags of soup, and they lay it on the ground, and the anarchists take...
Retweet. That was an opinion of somebody. Retweet. That was a retweet. I'll put it out there. Retweet. That was an opinion of somebody. Retweet. I'll put it out there. Retweet. I'll put it out there. Retweet. I'll put it out there. Retweet. That was an opinion of somebody.
Unbelievable. We've ended the war on American energy. We were in war. And we've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal, one of our great natural resources.
In person, in my office, in Philadelphia. That's where they should be done.
The truth of the matter is that when you look at some of my policies, in a lot of ways, Richard Nixon was more liberal than I was. 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 Richard Nixon was more liberal than I was.
We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by the you know the thing.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family. I'm about to be 34 and I have no family. Because my dad had 2 kids by the time he was 27.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man. You know what the problem is though? It's definitely not me.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's everybody else.
You will file articles of impeachment against President Joe Biden.
Oh, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
Sam, if I could just get this sentence out. We can talk about Jimmy Dore can go and kill 15 kids tomorrow, and I still believe in force the vote.
And Corn Pop was a bad dude. And he ran a bunch of bad boys. And I did. And back in those days, to show how things had changed, one of the things you had to use, if you used pomade in your hair, you had to wear a bathing cap. And so he was up on the board, wouldn't listen. I said, hey, Esther, you, off the board, or I'll come up and drag you off. Well, he came off, and he said, I'll meet you outside. My car, this was mostly, there's all public housing behind it. My car, there was a gate on here. I parked my car outside the gate. And he said, I'll be waiting for you. He was waiting for 3 guys in straight race. Not a joke. There was a guy named Bill Wright, Mouse, the only white guy, and he did all the pulls. He was the mechanic. And I said, what am I going to do? He said, come down here in the basement where mechanics, where all the pulls is. You know the chain, there used to be a chain that went across the deep end. And he cut off a 6-foot length of chain. He pulled up and said, you walk out with that chain. And you walk in the car and said, you may cut me, man, but I'm going to wrap this chain around your head. I said, you're kidding me. He said, no, if you don't come back. And he was right. We hold these truths to be so I walked out with the chain. All men and women created. And I walked up to my car. You know the thing. And those days, you used to remember the straight race. You'd bang them on the curb. Unbelievable. The rain barrel, get them rusty.
And he's like
I looked at him, but I was smart then. I said, first of all, I said, when I tell you to get off the board, you get off the board, and I'll kick you out again, but I shouldn't have called you. Esther Williams, I apologize for that.
And where it should have stopped?
I apologize, but I didn't know that apology was going to work. He said, you apologize to me? I said, I apologize. By the way, you know, I should understand, but I apologize. And it get hot, I got hairy legs that turn, that turn blonde in the sun. And the kids used to come up and reach in and pull and rub my leg down so it was straight, and then watch the hair come back up again. Kids jumping on my lap. 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 And I've loved kids jumping on my lap.
But you have to go home now. We have to have peace. We have to have law and order. We have to respect our great people.
And by the way, I don't think that's some grand conspiracy. I think this is sort of what power is. I mean this at a sort of high level.
That the most potent force in the Republican Party is President Trump. We need Trump plus.
Not good. Believe me, not good.
The founder of the Proud Boys is a Fed. I don't think anybody was surprised by that at all. He looks like a narc. I mean, the Proud Boys I've been saying for a while. They're clearly the same niggas Antifa. Like Antifa and Proud Boys just came up out of nowhere with Trump. And we're gonna talk about that stuff.
I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
I'm about to be 34 and I have no family.
Really? How many people do that? You mean they moved out and then they said, "Ah, the hell with it, I'll move back in"? You know, it doesn't sound like a very normal. You mean they moved out and what? They missed it so much that they wanted to move back in? Yeah, it's crazy.
Well, and
I don't know who created Pokemon Go, but I'm trying to figure out how we get them to have Pokemon go to the polls.
Well, you have to understand, the first time I ever heard of Black Lives Matter, they were chanting pigs in a blanket, talking about police. Pigs, talking about our police. Pigs in a blanket, fry them like bacon.
And I have a simple proposition here. I'm here to ask you for your help. Where I come from, you don't get far unless you ask. My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over if you're likely to see, help out. If not both the other by, give me. If not both the other by, if not both the other by, if not both the other by.
Watch Hillary examine the terrain. Watch a campaign with the man Tim Kaine. Tim Kaine in the membrane. Tim Kaine in the brain.
Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe.
That was an opinion of somebody, and that was a retweet. I'll put it out there.
Get your words straight, Jack.
They felt pretty comfortable after day 2.
Hello, users, and welcome to another one of these fucking whatever. What even is this? I have no idea. Is this a podcast? Is this a live stream? Oh, like it's something. It's something. Anyway, how's everyone doing today? I'm pretty good. Hopefully y'all are pretty good, cause I'm pretty good. Right? So like that's the thing. It's like if I'm feeling good and you're not feeling good, then there's a problem, and we gotta figure out the problem. But as of right now, I feel like everyone here is good. So let's get a roll call, everyone. We need to see who's absent today. I'm taking attendance, everybody. I'm taking attendance. We got Aunt Tifa. We got Mila Reson. We've got Boy Gahosty. We've got Bob. We've got Esports Nation. We got Billiard Dilliard. We got Us Fist. We've got Joe Chen Spalding. We got Joe F. We got Dusty Scarlett. We got Jeffrey Barois. We got Radler, followed by a chili pepper, which is, of course, the correct way to go about things. We've got Bodan Sverduk. We've got Proud Brocialist. Another good username. We've got Carla Curley, who's retracted a message. Unbelievable. We've got Chokin Nashlisha 7731. We've got Good Morning Comrade. We've got Guinea Golf Shitler 20. We've got Yodeler Yodels. We've got Bob Carr Modi. We've got Yodeler Yodels again. I forgot. I already just said that. We've got someone else. We've got Lindsay Robb in the chat. We've got Sonic the Head Gehog. We've got Top Damage Wizard. We've got Sam Tarico. We've got Random. We've got Jay Nez. Is that everyone? Is that everyone? No, it's not. We've got Desert Ren. We've got Zero Personal Education. We've got Anastasia L. We've got Platiao of Leng. We've got KT Sig Man, Moan, and I think that's everyone. All right. See, that was easy. Now we got to figure out who's absent, and I got to mark their permanent record. Hello, Patty Helfley. Hello. Did I forget you? Oh, no. Or did you not post yet? Is that what happened? Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Everybody digging my chili, what I'm laying down? That is not true.
Hello, K-pop girl. Hello, temporarily embarrassed goddess. All right, so I've got a bunch of bullshit to talk about today, and I'm not sure where exactly we should begin. But wow, let me scan my text document, because you know this is what I do, right? I got a text document. And I say, like, look, there's a link. There's a link to twitter.com, right? And then I have, like, a little note that reminds me of what the link is. So, you got some other links as well that aren't to twitter.com. But, you know, we got a whole, like, you know, there's, like, 2 hours. Like, I'm here for 2 hours. Like, you ever think about how long of a period of time 2 hours is? Like, that's a significant chunk of the day. Like, just think about it, right? 2 hours is like a long time, right? 10 a.m. is like the morning, you know, like we're pretty comfortable, right? And then it's like noon, all of a sudden it's noon, right? And it's like the day is halfway over, you know, like all that's rest is the PM. It's gonna be like the sun's gonna start going down soon, right? You know, like it's a whole thing. No Doc X is here, Bob Carmody. I've only got TXTs. Yo, my back is itchy. I'm stretching. Everyone who wants to stretch with me, come on, y'all. Oh, get a good one in there. God damn, that felt good. Oh, my whole body. Oh, I'm gonna come. All right, so let's talk. Speaking of coming, and unfortunately, I'm a little late. This happened right after I ended the show yesterday. But speaking of coming, Rush Limbaugh, conservative talk radio pioneer, dead at 70. You'll love to see it. So let's read Fox News' article here. And then I want to play an accompanying video that will hopefully... Alright, so let's read this. Alright, so this is from Fox News. Alright. Rush Limbaugh, the monumentally influential media icon who transformed talk radio and politics in his decades behind the microphone, helping shape the modern-day Republican Party, died Wednesday morning at the age of 70. This motherfucker waited until I stopped the stream. Can you believe that? Right? Like, as soon as I stop the stream, I go on Twitter, right? Like, 2 minutes ago, Rush Limbaugh's dead. Like, what? This motherfucker, you couldn't have died, like, 10 minutes earlier? Come on, man. Come on, man. Like, seriously, it's rude. It's rude. That's what it is. At the end of the day, it's rude.
Unbelievable.
So Limbaugh's wife, Catherine, made the announcement on his radio show. Losing a loved one is terribly difficult. Even more so when that loved one is larger than life. And again, I've got an accompanying video that will show that he is definitely large. Rush will forever be the greatest of all time. I'm not so sure about that. The radio icon learned he had stage IV lung cancer in January 2020 and was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom by then-President Trump at the State of the Union address days later. First Lady Melania Trump then presented America's highest civilian honor to Limbaugh in an emotional moment on the heels of his devastating cancer diagnosis. Rush Limbaugh, oh my god. Look at this guy, he's dead. Rush Limbaugh, thank you for your decades of tireless devotion to our country, President Trump said during the address. He told Fox News on Wednesday afternoon, there weren't too many legends around, but he is a legend. Well, you know, I guess there aren't too many legends around given the fact that the guy is dead. So, it was not clear exactly where Limbaugh died. Interesting. He frequently broadcast his show from a studio near his home beach in Palm Beach, Florida. Limbaugh is considered one of the most influential media figures in American history and has played a consequential role in conservative politics since the Rush Limbaugh show began in 1988, blah, blah, blah. All right, so, again, you might not know much about Rush Limbaugh, and if that's the case, that's okay, because I've got about a 20-second video from a one Vic Berger on Twitter that I think very summarily summarizes Rush Limbaugh's career. So let's watch.
Bye-bye.
There you go. Rip Rush, everybody. Rip Rush. This guy is dead. He's gone, folks. He is gone. Oh, my God. I just want to say, I love making fun of stupid people when they die. That is like when Trump goes. Oh, can you imagine? Okay, y'all. Like, legit. When Trump passes away, right? Oh, right. When he passes away, I might do like a 12-hour stream. Like, I mean, now I don't like Rush Limbaugh is like, you know, he's a little bit, you know, more boomer territory, right? But Donald Trump, when he goes, I'm going to be extremely excited. And again, you know, in the words of our former president, who did present him with the Medal of Freedom or whatever.
Only the really, I hate to say this, but those with the lowest IQ.
Love to see it. Love to see it, folks. Love to see it. Rotten hell, scumbag. Oh, Jesus Christ. Woo! he was a fixture when I was a kid. I can remember his dark ranting in my periphery in my 30s. Do 20s people really not care much about him? The only thing I know about Rush Limbaugh is him dying, basically. Like, not like, you know, as of just yesterday, but I mean, like, most of my awareness of Rush Limbaugh comes from him being extremely unhealthy and constantly being in the news for dying, and then, like, seeing all the clips of him, like, mocking AIDS victims and all that kind of crap. So, like, I know the guy, but I've never really been subjected to his garbage, personally. Yo, my fucking, like, pinky toenail is, like, in ruins right now. Jesus Christ. You got cancer? Here's a medal. Hell yes. Only good thing I can say about Rush Limbaugh is that he made me smile yesterday. Oh. I heard he put it in his will to only announce his death after 11 a.m. to make sure you couldn't cover it, but had to have it changed at the last minute when you expanded your show to a new 12-hour program. Oh my god. I know? That's unfortunate. You go offline and 2 minutes later Rush died? Curious. Really makes you think. He was a sex tourist? Now, what is a sex tourist? Like, did they go on tour around the country and fuck a bunch of people? What? And where can I apply for this? What the fuck is a sex tourist? Bliarg has unfortunately decided not to email me, which I believe is very unfortunate, I would say. So what are you gonna do? God is real and Satan is his friend. Christians are lying to you. Sex tourist means, oh, okay. Well, take me off the list then. Vacationing in Amsterdam and Thailand to go to brothels. Alright, put me back on the list. Oh, God. Oh, of course, yeah, Rush Limbaugh is garbage. Potentially one of the most dangerous people in human history, you know? At least in our lifetimes, in our, you know, current, you know, like, there's a lot of human history and dangerous people, but they don't affect us that much nowadays. But, you know, this guy's definitely one of the ones that were affecting us in the real time. People here in Texas call him Rush Bow. It's a bow thing. Texans like bow, the sound, I think. That sounds like a very poetic message. Jira Brown says, people here in Texas called him Rush Bow. It's a bow thing. Texans like bow, the sound, I think. What? What? Okay.
He was not a loser. He was a patriot, and the people left behind there were heroes. And I resent.
Are you talking about Hunter? Are you talking about Hunter?
I'm talking about my son, Bo Biden. You're talking about.
I don't know Bo. I know Hunter.
Yeah,
Hunter got thrown out of the military.
I don't know Bo.
He was thrown out, dishonorably discharged.
That's not true. He wasn't dishonorably.
Cocaine use, and he didn't have a job until you became vice president.
Fuck. Oh my God. I don't know Bo. I know Hunter. I don't know Bo. I cannot get over that. That might be the best part of both of the debates, honestly. Like, just, again, the idea that Joe Biden's going to be using his dead son for political points, right? Which, you know, whatever. Like, I'm not going to comment on that too much. But Joe Biden's trying to use his dead son for political points in a debate. And Trump responds with, I don't know anything about your dead son, but your other son who's alive, he's a crackhead. I literally can't get over it. Like, it was the most fucking hilarious thing in the world, dude. It was so fucking funny. Holy shit, it was so fun. Like, I literally could not. I spit my drink out, dude. Oh, it was so fucking funny. I don't know, Bo. I know Hunter. Fuck. In my office, in Philadelphia. Yeah, I'll get it for you.
In person, in my office, in Philadelphia. That's where they should be done.
I love this. I love his reaction.
Should be done.
He's just so good. Oh, God. The Republicans, SMH. Oh, my God. I'm supposed to be working, but this is too good. Quit your job, buddy. Aren't you like fucking 90 years old, Bob? Just retire already? God damn it. You know, I will never forgive Donald Trump for only giving us 2 presidential debates. Can we talk about this? This is unforgivable. The idea that Donald Trump's selfish bitch ass only gave us 2 presidential debates instead of 3. Unbelievable. I can't, dude. I can't. I won't.
Unbelievable.
God. Imagine, there's like an alternate universe out there where like Donald Trump has there's 3 debates, right? Like there's an alternate universe where the second debate actually happened. I want to go to that universe, right? I want to visit that universe. But anyway, we're not just talking about Rush Limbaugh here. Let me get on with the news. Let's see. Gotta go. All right, Khalida, y'all have a good one. All right, let's move on, folks. So, you may know this, but the very wonderfully and beautiful great state of Texas has been undergoing some very extreme weather conditions. And a couple days ago, the governor of the great state of Texas decided to go on Sean Hannity's program on Fox News and say a very large amount of nonsense. So, and the thing is, I saw this yesterday and I was like, am I really going to cover this? It's just Republicans being stupid. I'd rather cover the actual situation on the ground. So I did that yesterday. And then it really came to my attention that, yeah, the Republicans genuinely think this. So this is something that we need to push back against. So let's watch.
Oil, gas, oil, old-fashioned oil, and coal. I'm not against nuclear energy either. I'm not against wind turbines.
Wait, did someone say coal?
Gas, oil, old-fashioned oil, and coal.
Really? Coal?
We've ended the war on American energy. We were in war. And we've ended the war on beautiful, clean coal.
I just now that I've got this clip open, please look at Trump's mouth here. Look at that. This is the stuff of nightmares.
Clean coal. Clean coal.
Look at his mouth. Just look at it. Just look at this guy.
Clean coal. One of our great natural resources.
No good, folks. Anyway, so speaking of clean coal.
I'm not against nuclear energy either. I'm not against wind turbines. But my question is, if you have these rolling blackouts and you got freezing weather, and they're not reliable, and it's use it or lose it, what good is it?
What?
Sean, this shows how the Green New Deal would be a deadly deal for the United States of America. Texas is blessed with multiple sources of energy, such as natural gas and oil and nuclear, as well as solar and wind. But you saw from what Trace said, and that is our wind and our solar got shut down, and they were collectively more than 10% of our power grid. And that thrust Texas into a situation where it was lacking power in a statewide basis. That was power that was spread out by that ERCOT organization that you were talking about. As a result, it just shows that fossil fuel is necessary for the state of Texas as well as other states to make sure that we'll be able to heat our homes in the wintertime and cool our homes in the summertime.
So, okay, so this guy is saying it's wind turbines, right? I guess, like, the birds hit the wind turbine and then, like, froze in midair and created, like, some sort of atomic fission or something. But I've got some other very unsupporting evidence of that claim. And so this is a letter from the Public Utility Commission of Texas. News released on February 15th, the day before Greg Abbott went on Fox News to talk about clean coal and how wind turbines are the problem. So let's read. Austin, Texas. In response to the weather-induced electricity crisis currently affecting Texas, the Public Utility Commission of Texas met in an emergency open meeting this evening to address concerns that certain pricing mechanisms were not generating an optimal response to the challenge. In its order, the commission directed the Electric Reliability Council of Texas to modify pricing models to more accurately reflect the scarcity conditions in the market. Specifically, the commission directed ERCOT to ensure that firm load being shed in ERCOT's Energy Emergency Alert Level 3 operating condition is accounted for in ERCOT's scarcity pricing. The decision was spurred by ERCOT's discovery that energy prices across the system were clearing at less than the current system-wide offer cap of $9,000 established by commission rule. When notified, the commissioners agreed that energy prices across the system clearing as low as approximately $1,200 during the first day of the weather crisis was inconsistent with the fundamental design of the ERCOT market. Because energy prices should reflect scarcity of the supply, the market price for the energy needed to serve load being shed in the face of scarcity should also be at its highest. Basically, what this translates into is we are fucking around with the power because, people need more power. And we decided, you know what? Fuck the contracts. Fuck our users, right? Fuck them. Who else are they going to go to? We got them by the balls. So we can shut people off to save a couple bucks and they can't do anything about it. Meanwhile, like I covered on the show yesterday, grandmothers are dying in house fires related to, people having their fireplace without their chimney being cleared completely. We had an example of, there were homeless people, I think a dozen homeless people died throughout the state of Texas that we know of at this moment of the last couple of days. We had, an example of a mother and her child dying of carbon monoxide poisoning, trying to use a car for heating, right? So this is all because of selfish capitalist politicians and businessmen. There's no one else. It's not, the Green New Deal. It's not wind turbines. It's not, blah, blah, blah. It's selfish and disgusting genocidal politicians and businessmen. I personally think that Greg Abbott and all of his co-conspirators should be put on trial and sent to prison. Because what they have done here, Ted Cruz included, is committing crimes against humanity in its purest form. And so I wanted to get that message out there. These people are not your friends, folks. They're lying to you, they're manipulating you, and they think you're stupid. And I see a lot of people going out there and saying, it's the wind turbines, the Green New Deal's a hoax. They think you're stupid. And if you're actually promoting their propaganda, I've got news for you. You are stupid. In fact, you're probably dumber than they give you credit for. And you really need to think for yourself. But, yeah, so there you go. Their behavior is disgusting. I agree. No good. No good? What's up, Felix? All right, y'all. I got one more thing I want to talk about. I think when it comes to Texas, and I'm sure you already know this. This is breaking, trending news, but let's get it. So, Beto O'Rourke went on MSNBC and had a very interesting message for the person that he failed to beat in the 2018 senatorial election. And so let's listen to what he has to say about Ted Cruz.
It tells me that unless we hold those responsible accountable for what they did, and yes, that means Donald Trump, but it also means the junior senator.
Can we talk about, like, what is going on in Beto? Do you think Beto's read all these books? Do you think Beto has read every single one of these books? This looks like a Minecraft, thing. Seriously?
From the state of Texas, who I understand is vacationing in Cancun right now, where when people are literally freezing to death in the state that he was elected to represent and serve. When Ted Cruz helps to incite that sedition, seeks to overturn a lawfully, legitimately, democratically decided election, he is just as culpable for the insurrection, the coup attempt, the deaths. It tells me.
I just want to say, I agree with what he's saying here. I don't like Beto, right? But here we go. Here's the confirmation. Just confirmed. Senator Ted Cruz and his family flew to Cancun tonight for a few days at a resort they visited before. Cruz seems to believe there isn't much for him to do in Texas for the millions of fellow Texans who remain without electricity or water and are literally freezing. So here he has photographed in first class in a plane going to Cancun. By the way, this is Ted Cruz, the same guy who wanted to build the wall because the dirty Mexicans were coming in, going to Mexico for whatever reason. So I don't know, man. These people are ridiculous. These people are freak shows, and they need to be held accountable. These people need to be put on trial. So Cruz's office has not responded to photos on social media showing him traveling to Cancun. They haven't confirmed or denied anything yet, not responding since last night. Comes as residents in Texas are left without running water or power amid the winter storm. And then we have colleague Paul Steinhauser confirms GOP Texas Senator Ted Cruz traveled to Cancun amid Texas storm. Power outages, GOP source. The photos speak for themselves. Oh my God. I really just, it's in all senses of the word.
Unbelievable.
It really is just unbelievable. But again, these people take advantage of the fact that you don't pay attention and that you don't care, right? They got you by the balls, folks. They're not going to do jack fucking shit. They're not going to do jack fucking shit. And until we hold them accountable. And like we just saw with the criminal president who tried to overthrow the election and destroy democracy in this country, he got off scot-free. No conviction. Ted Cruz, off scot-free. This is what happens when you don't hold criminals accountable. They'll just continue to commit crimes, right? How come when someone's walking home from a hard day at work and they smoke a blunt, right, and cops send them to prison for 60 years, they're held accountable for breaking the law? Why not all these rich white politicians? Isn't that interesting? We live in different Americas for different people, and we really got to start treating these people as what they are, scum of the earth. Okay, so here's an update. Here's the upgrade list for this afternoon's flight from Cancun to Houston. Looks like Ted Cruz is on his way back. He's just narrowly missing the upgrade list. That's assuming that Crew R is him, and I do. Uh-oh. Caught. Uh-oh. What's up, Funpo? The Po-Po-Po-Lice? Cory Bush talking about making utilities public. Let's get it. I'll click that. All right, I'll cover this. So, here's Cory Bush, according to reports, and I will read these reports very soon, advocating for public ownership of utilities. As we know, again, I just read a story about how ERCOT and Texas's Energy Commission decided to just cut power because they wanted to save a couple bucks, because they knew that the freezing weather conditions would make them have to spend more and have to lose a couple of their profits, right? And so what they decided to do was, you know, basically enact a genocide on the poor in their state. So, with that information, let's read. This is from Newsweek. Democratic Representative Cory Bush called for deprivatized utilities on Wednesday, arguing that basic services such as electricity need to be public goods. I've had to make decisions about keeping food on the table or paying the electric bill. So many families are having to decide about whether to go hungry or without heat, the Missouri Congresswoman wrote on Twitter Wednesday morning. Corporations shouldn't be allowed to profit off of our suffering. Utilities need to be public goods. So you can see there's the tweet. In a subsequent post, my apologies, shared to the social platform, Bush cited healthcare, housing, food, and clean water, in addition to utilities like power and internet access, as fundamental goods and services that must be guaranteed to all. Let's get it. Healthcare, housing, food, clean water, electricity, and internet. These are basic necessities and must be guaranteed to all, she said. Beautiful, beautiful. The representative's tweets come as millions of Texas residents remain without power after severe storm weather shed light on deep-rooted infrastructure issues and a statewide electricity market that favors revenue ahead of durability. On Monday, the Public Utility Commission of Texas ordered the state's primary grid operators to increase energy prices to customers, directing an adjustment that would more accurately reflect the scarcity conditions in the market, given the current demand for working electricity exceeds available supply, blah, blah, blah. As you can see, these people are just lying to you. They're trying to kill you. And I'm glad that people like Cory Bush are actually out there saying, hey, you don't deserve to die because the weather's a little bit cold. Right? That's not a death sentence. Right? Having the weather be like, 0 degrees is it should not be a death sentence. In the year 2021, right? This isn't the year, 13,619 BC. This is 2021. And people are dying of cold weather? Right? Come on. It's ridiculous. And I covered the story yesterday of there being bread lines out the wazoo in grocery stores. Why is that? What is going on in this country? It is not a failure of imagination. It is not a failure of technology. It is not a failure of possibility. It is a failure of policy. It is a failure of the business elites, the people that are in charge of this world. They don't care if you live or die. All they care about is their bottom line and making some extra cash. And that's why these incentives, the incentivization structure of capitalism needs to be eradicated. No one should be able to profit off of someone else having food or water. It's ridiculous. Disgusting. Thank you for linking that to me, though. I finally have water coming out of the faucet. It's not clean yet, though. Well, better than nothing, I suppose. What's poppin', Matt? Hello, T.S. Ferguson. Hello, About to Sleep. Hello, Rialon. Hello, Alicia. Wow, 90 viewers, and it's not even 11 o'clock yet. Hell yes. Welcome, everyone. This is Above It All. So, this is the part of the show where I take a moment to command you. This is not a request. This is a command to like the stream, folks. Like the stream or dislike the stream. I don't honestly care which one you do. As long as you do one of those things, that's good enough for me. Hey, Hook. Hey, Jonathan Silva. Also, what you gotta do, right, is you gotta give me money, right? You gotta give me money on PayPal, Cash App, Patreon. Come on, y'all. I don't have anyone else, right? I am in my bedroom. Look at me, right? Right? There's a dog on the floor. That dog needs food. Right, Max? All right, Max, thank you. That dog needs food. That dog needs heat. And in order to provide that for the dog, you're going to have to give me some cash. So, I'm afraid this is not optional. You must all give me at least $1 to continue watching the stream. Those are the rules. I don't make them. You think I make the rules? I don't make any rules. I'm just the one following the rules here. And I think that we should all follow our orders in lockstep, because the best people in the world are the ones that follow orders. So 2 million citizens were killed during the Vietnam War. Nobody gave a fuck collateral damage. I mean, I give a fuck. I think I think war in general is just so fucking stupid. Like, the idea that humans kill each other for no reason, right? Like, again, governments, like, you know, the leader of a country is upset on a personal level with another leader of a country. So therefore, millions of innocent, you know, civilians are just going to fight each other. What? Like, you know, like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense, right? Like, send these leaders to war. Like, put them in a boxing ring or something. Like, imagine Trump and, like, fucking Trump and, you know, I don't know, whoever he hates, like the, you know, supreme leader of Iran or something, right? In a boxing arena, like, right? Why do you have to have, like, fucking normal, everyday people go and kill each other because of your bitch ass? I'm sorry, it's just ridiculous. War is just some of the dumbest fucking garbage I've ever seen. Was out of water since 3 a.m. Monday. I'm just grateful we can flush and our pipes are intact. We were not warned about the water shutting off in the first place, which sucked. I'm really sorry to hear that. Yeah, I mean, if you want to come on the stream and tell us about that, you know, you're welcome to do so. If you've got a Discord, add me on Discord. It's case sensitive, so. Help, America's turning into a third world country. Always has been, buddy. Always has been. I want to talk about this story as well, while we're on the subject of food insecurity. I have smushed the like buttons, mine, Fräulein. I don't even know what that means. I have no idea what that means. And I'm not going to look it up. All right. So I've got this story here from OregonLive.com, and I've also got a Twitter thread that is probably a better summation of these events. So, I'll read both. You know, I like reading. Let's read the Twitter thread first. So, in Portland, in Oregon, there was a very bizarre situation that just proves that, again, capitalism, folks, no good. Capitalism is the system of governance that says, I understand you're hungry, but I would rather throw this perfectly good food in a dumpster and let it rot than allow you to feed yourself and your family. Capitalism is the system that says, if you can't pay, you starve. So, here we have a Twitter thread from Juniper L. Simonis on Twitter. When I arrived at the Hollywood at Fred Meyer in Portland this evening, I was greeted by 12 Portland police officers who are apparently guarding 2 dumpsters full of food that mutual aid organizations were trying to distribute and hungry folks were trying to eat. So as you can see, here's some photographs. The officers were upset at my documenting them loafing and my asking for their names, IDs, and cards, and went to retrieve a store manager to tell me that I wasn't welcome and now would be considered trespassing. That's right, the cops got a manager. So again, First Amendment, where are all the right-wingers at? Where's Ted Cruz? right? Where's Donald Trump going out there? Where's, you know, the Michael Van Der Veen, right, going out there? This is a free speech issue. This journalist's free speech is being suppressed. Where's the freedom of the press? I guess it's nowhere. Not wanting to get arrested for standing in a parking lot taking pictures of cops who won't give me their ID numbers guarding private property to avoid people from eating, I moved my car and set up across the street. But by that time, 5 minutes later, they had all left. And a brave soul ventured in to retrieve some strawberry lemonade, won't expire until March. So again, now, in my opinion, you know, strawberry lemonade, I mean, it's not useful for anybody almost. But at the same time, the idea that they're going to try to throw away things that are perfectly healthy, right? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Now that the coast was clear, I ventured over and finally got to look inside. This is the green dumpster, which was maybe 1/3 or so full when I first looked in. As you can see, there's just all kinds of foodstuffs. A lot of it being open as a way to spoil it quicker. And I was like, okay, that's a lot of food. But I was not prepared for what I saw in the orange dumpster. This is the orange dumpster. It was basically full. As you can see, here's this image here. Mostly meat. Now, I'm not a meat eater, but hey, people need to eat. People need to feed their families, so that's my thing. After not too long, the folks pulling food realized it would be helpful to open the doors, which from the looks of it did help quite a lot. And yes, those are boxes of frozen beef in the green dumpster. So as you can see, again, a significant amount. Enough food to probably feed this entire town, right? And they just wanted to throw it away and let it expire. Because again, capitalism is the system of governance that tells you, hey, you can't give me $10? Die, bitch. That's the system that we live under. Perhaps my favorite moment was when someone spotted a tiramisu and lifted it, exalting, let them eat cake. As we can see here, great photograph, love to see it. It was not all cake and coffee creamers, but like honestly, what the fuck, Coffee Mate lasts forever. Here's at Team Raccoon PDX showing off a nice veggie platter, and I spotted a bunch of bags of peas and beans. Many a healthy option for the diet-conscious freegan. So as you can see here, again, this is all perfectly nutritious, perfectly edible, but they wanted to throw it away because, again, capitalism is the system that says, let's spend tens of thousands of dollars to have police barricades rather than spend those tens of thousands of dollars feeding the homeless, feeding the poor. It's better in capitalism to waste tens of thousands of dollars killing the poor than to give that money to the poor so that they can feed themselves. And the meat, so much meat. Think of all the people hungry in warming shelters that would have loved some beef or a shrimp cocktail or a side of salmon. It is a white legacy to strip the water of salmon and throw it away with no thought for the fish or the people, as you can see. Now again, I'm not a meat eater, but people gotta eat, right? Ugh, just, it looks kind of disgusting, to be honest with you. And so many Portland staples like almond milk and tofu. Here we go. Both which I think would survive a day without a fridge. But what do I know? I'm just a vegetarian who brings food from home when they travel. When we used to travel, lol, sobs. Right? Oh yeah, did I mention lobster tails? Because they just tossed lobster tails. Who throws away lobster tails? Heathens, that's who. I love the commentary of this thread, by the way. And the beverages. Why? Because they were cleaning everything out, I guess. Anything in the fridge, even if it was only a display fridge of non-perishables. Saddened and cold, we headed home, leaving a solid crew of folks working through what appears to be an endless supply of food. Stay tuned for updates. But that's it for now. Remember, folks, capitalism wants this to happen. The managers were laughing. The cops smiling. Again, capitalism is the system of governance that says, we will spend tens of thousands of dollars killing you instead of using those resources to help you. Right, so let's read how the Oregon Live writes about this subject. Roughly a dozen Portland police officers faced off with a small group of Northeast Portland Fred Mayer at a Northeast Portland Fred Meyer on is that like the name of the store, I guess? On Tuesday after people tried to take the food that had been thrown away. Workers at the Hollywood West Fred Meyer, I guess it is, threw away thousands of perishable items because the store, like many others, had lost power in an outage brought on by the region's winter storm. Images on social media showed mountains of packaged meat, cheese, and juice, as well as whole turkeys and racks of ribs that had been tossed into 2 large dumpsters near the store. Right? A few people gathered about 2:30 p.m. at the store in hopes of salvaging the food, but within hours, people seeking food from the dumpsters began to report police officers showing up to guard the dumpsters to prevent people from taking the items. Morgan McKinnoff, a prominent activist and outspoken Portland police critic who lives in the neighborhood, said employees were guarding the dumpsters when they showed up to get some of the discarded food. McNiff, there you go, that makes sense, began to film the employees and reported staff members threatened to call the police on them for doing so. The store manager called police shortly thereafter, McNiff said, and McNiff began live streaming the interaction on Instagram. After that, other people started showing up and asking them, "Why are you guys guarding a dumpster?" McNiff said. McNiff said about 15 people eventually gathered in an attempt to collect food. At one point, McNiff said a dozen officers arrived at the scene. One officer wasn't wearing a mask and refused to put one on until a supervisor arrived and brought him one, according to McNiff. On Wednesday, Portland police said officers were sent to the scene after employees said they felt the situation was escalating and feared there may be physical confrontation. Why are the poorest trying to eat? I just want to watch them starve and take pictures of them like they're zoo animals. Why do they need to eat? Please send an officer, please. The poor people want to eat food. I think these people should be put on trial, personally. But hey, that's just my opinion. Also on Wednesday, a Fred Meyer spokesman responded to what had become a deluge of criticism, noting the company donates more than 5 million pounds of food annually. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? And this is the problem with charity. Charity, philanthropy, it's all a Ponzi scheme. It's to make these people look like, oh yeah, look, we're charitable. We give away millions of food, pounds of food. Sure, that's why it's okay when we let people starve right now. Because we gave other people food at some other point? Maybe. And I don't know if you want to have fun tracking that information to see if it's accurate. But again, philanthropy is a scam. It's a scam. Unfortunately, due to the loss of power at the store, some perishable food was no longer safe for donation to local hunger relief agencies. Bitch motherfucker, it was cold. I guarantee you it was probably below 45 degrees Fahrenheit. Outside. So if the refrigeration unit is 45 degrees Fahrenheit and outside it's like, let's say 37 degrees Fahrenheit, you're telling me the shit is spoiling? Really? Okay. Our store team began concerned that area residents would consume the food and risk foodborne illness, and they engaged local law enforcement out of an abundance of caution. We apologize for this confusion. I think whoever wrote that statement needs to be put on trial. That's my opinion. Juniper Simonis, a well-known activist and researcher who arrived to document the police presence, said officers showed up and threatened those on hand with arrest, at which point the crowd moved across the street. Simonis, also an environmental biologist and data scientist, said they took out their press badge and went closer to take photos of the officers who were standing in front of the bins full of food. I'm just interacting with officers and trying to get their information, and they say, "We're going to arrest you if you don't leave," and threatened me with trespassing, Simonis said. Simonis was bewildered by the threat of arrest. I was documenting the police, not what was in the dumpster, they said. I wasn't going over there, and the police got the store manager to threaten me with trespassing. For their part, police said they tried to explain to the group that the food was spoiled, But no subject in the crowd was willing to have an open dialogue with the officers and continued to shout insults at them and store employees. Hey, what's worse, dying of starvation or being insulted? Oh! Why? Why are they so mean to me? I just want to kill them and their family. Why are they so rude? Ridiculous. But anyway, you can read the rest of this article yourself here. But an absolutely ludicrous situation. And again, capitalism is the system of governance that says, hey, fuck you, bitch, die in hell. I would rather spend money on killing you than give you food or a place to sleep at night. That's capitalism. That's capitalism. If you are still somehow supportive of capitalism after the last couple years of events, I'm sorry, but you're just a dumb motherfucker. You are a dumb motherfucker. There is no, but you know, sorry? You are a stupid, dumb fuck bitch if you support capitalism in the year 2021. Abolish the police, as far as I'm concerned. They're useless. Only trash humans support capitalism. Hello, ferret, not pig. Agreed. Agreed. Absolutely agreed. I should join Hollywood? Maybe I should. Can you imagine going through police academy and being like, I went through all this training to guard a dumpster from hungry people? When I was a cop, I quit for less egregious shit than this. Imagine these people like go home at night, like they take their coat off and they sit on their lazy boy, they crack open their Bud Light, and then their like fucking abused wife with a bruise on her eye comes in. Hey, honey, how was work today? And then the guy is like, I guarded a dumpster and just looked at poor people starve. Wish I could have killed them. Like, and that's what these people are doing here. Most people that support capitalism don't even have any capital. They owe everything to the banks. Absolutely. They're brainwashed. And we got to figure out how to unwash their brain or like rewash their brain with, you know, something that's not toxic. But again, reminder, most Americans are temporarily embarrassed billionaires. Yo, Huyo, what are you trying to link this for? I do not understand. Okay, I mean, sounds like a cool Wikipedia article, but I'm not going to read the whole thing right now. I'm sorry. Thanks for adding levity to that last story. I'm infuriated, but at least trying to get a laugh out of it. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm here for. When is the reading the entirety of Wikipedia stream? Now that's a great question. I should like do a series, like give me $20 and I'll read an entire Wikipedia page. How does that sound? I'll just, you know, start doing like audiobooks of Wikipedia pages. $20 a pop. Viewing the entirety of WikiFeet. Reminder, someone get me on WikiFeet. Let's go. I've been waiting long enough. Alright, so let's get back into some news here, folks. Reminder, y'all, like the stream. It really helps me out. like the stream. I've only got 70 likes, yet, according to reports, I've got 101 concurrent viewers. So that means 30 people have no opinion? What? Like, you know when they do, like, you know, political polls? Like, do you support universal health care? Are you against it? And then there's, like, that weirdo group that has no opinion? Is that you? It's like, I don't know. Maybe we should let poor people die. Maybe we should give poor people health care. I don't know. Just have no opinion. There was this poll I saw of, like, they were polling people's opinions on the Holocaust. And there was, like, 4% of Americans that had no opinion. I don't know. Could have been good. Could have been bad. I have no opinion. I don't know. That's you, motherfucker. That's you. Like the stream, dislike the stream. Come on, man. I'm still trying to decide. Oh my god. How do the likes help me? It boosts me in the YouTube algorithm. You, Huyo, what are you talking about? No dumb shit, dude. Of course. Of course people try to kill communists. Of course. Duh, we already know that. I'm not going to interrupt my show because you want like me to read a Wikipedia article for free. Come on, man. Like, I get it. You think you're, like, you've got some, like, secret intellect. We already know that communism is frowned upon. We already know that cops like to kill poor people. We already know that. That's already obvious. Come on, dude. It's annoying that left-wing people won't like videos like the right-wing nuts do. The right-wingers like their videos into relevance. Yep. I'm aware of the numbers, Yo-Yo-Huyo. I know, dude. Ted Cruz who disliked the stream. Maybe. Polls were the new meta. I love polls. I'm a poll. Well, Bodan, I don't do likes or dislikes because I believe they affect nothing. That's like saying, I don't eat food because I believe it doesn't have an effect. I don't drink water. What does water do? I don't believe it does anything. So, like, whether or not you believe it doesn't really matter here. Because it objectively does do something. So, I'm just letting you know. I'm not trying to bully you too much. I'm just saying. Jeffrey, you're bombarding me today. I'll cover that one tomorrow. Yo-Yo-Huyo, I'm pretty sure we're all aware that capitalism is killing us. But hey, if you're not aware that capitalism is killing us, read the article from Yo-Yo-Huyo. Oh, I'm sorry. I just want to say, I don't mean to come across as, like, bullying viewers. I just, you know, I like to have a fun time here. So, I mean, I'm sorry if I've offended anybody. I'm just saying, like, I like being over the top every now and then, so I just hope I'm not coming off incorrectly. I am aware that capitalism is killing us. Same. Whoa, what? No way. Oh. Well, I send you... I mean, you can just scroll up, right? Like, search in the Discord server for, like, route or something, or boss order, or whatever I wrote. Search for some keywords. I like the stream so much that I clicked the like... Oh, my... I can't with you people. Yep. Ted Cruz is apparently going back. I'm still gonna release the video as is, though. A cavalcade of content, a cornucopia of content? Hell yes, buddy. The likes objectively promote the video. The more interaction on the video via likes and comments, the more it'll be pushed in the algorithm. It's always leftists who are too good to like. I mean, yeah, I mean, just like the stream, leave a comment on the videos. Like, it's not that hard. Like, I mean, that's my thing. It's like, if you see me post videos, just pop in and say good stuff. Or, like, you know, hilarious. Or, like, you know, just back me up. Like, let's say I got 100 viewers right now, right? If 100 people left, like, each one left a comment on every video I uploaded, I'd get to, like, 50,000 subs by the end of fucking winter. Right? So I'm, you know, just throwing that out there. Anyway, I want to read this article here. This is more local news, not, you know, North Carolina. So in North Carolina, there was a very deadly tornado, and the lack of infrastructure for warning people of this tornado is something I wanted to discuss. So this is from February 16th from the News and Observer. There was a tornado warning was sent to an EF3 twister. Tornado warning was sent as EF3 twister touched down in North Carolina. Why the short notice? So let's read. At 11:39 p.m. Monday, the National Weather Service in Wilmington issued a tornado warning for the small coastal community of Charlotte, North Carolina. But the storm was already at the doorstep. At least 3 people were killed and 10 were injured when a tornado touched down in Brunswick County. At the same time, a warning was sent, forecasters and emergency management officials said Tuesday. About 40,000 people were without power and 50 homes were damaged in the Ocean Ridge Plantation area, an upscale golf and beach community. I know. An initial report by the National Weather Service described winds of up to 160 miles per hour with a rating of EF3 on the enhanced Fujita scale. EF3 is the third most intense rating on the scale, with wind speeds between 136 and 165 miles per hour. We have been talking with our partners at the National Weather Service, and they were very surprised at how rapidly the storm intensified. Ed Conroe, director of the Brunswick County Emergency Services, said during a news conference Tuesday, "That's something they normally don't see. That's something we normally don't see. So we didn't have much warning, and at that time of night, most people are at home in bed. It creates a very dangerous situation." So as you can see here, here's some video of some of the damage here. So you can see, not good, folks, not good. The Weather Service issued a severe thunderstorm warning 6 minutes before the tornado hit at 11:39 p.m., said Mark Bacon, a meteorologist and leader of the Storm Ready program with NWS in Wilmington. He said the thunderstorm warning came before the tornado's rotation was as pronounced. That warning at 11:33 p.m. would have alerted cell phones and weather radios, depending on user settings, and included the areas hardest hit by the tornado. We've read several accounts on social media of people receiving them and taking cover last night. So as you can see here, now severe thunderstorm warnings and tornado watches are different things, right? Normally tornado watches are, given hours and hours beforehand. Like, hey, there's weather conditions here, right, that say that, there should be a tornado watch, right? But at 11:40, as the tornado was doing damage, this is when they gave the warning. So they skipped the watch and just went straight to the warning. There was, however, no tornado watch issued, which in normal situation would have come around 9 or 10 p.m., Bacon told McClatchy News. A watch indicated the possibilities of threatening weather event developing in the next few hours and often precedes a warning, which is issued when the threat is imminent or already occurring, he said. The Storm Prediction Center in Norman, Oklahoma is tasked with issuing tornado watches, which typically covers dozens of counties, Bacon said. Similar to the National Hurricane Center, it is a facet of the National Weather Service. Warnings, meanwhile, come from one of the Weather Service's local offices. NWS Wilmington is one of the 122 local offices nationwide, Bacon said. A watch precedes a warning much more often than not. Usually, when not, it's because of small coverage of storms is expected, he said. A case in point last night. Though the tornadoes were strong, only 2 counties were affected. So as you can see, some more aerial photos of the damage. According to the National Weather Service, the process for issuing a severe weather warning varies depending on the hazard. Forecasters rely heavily on observational data from Doppler radar, satellites, and other ground-based equipment and sensors for fast-developing systems like a tornado. Warnings for slower evolving storms like hurricanes, meanwhile, are based more on numerical weather models. I don't know what a lot of this stuff means. I'm just reading it so that people, get the full scoop. Once forecasters have high enough confidence that there will be a significant impact, a warning is issued in as far as advance as possible for areas that are expected to see hazardous weather, the Weather Service said. Bacon said that national goal for tornado warning lead time is about 13 minutes, which a watch is ideally issued roughly 2 hours before the first warning. The storm's unusually fast motion of 50 mph on Monday night might have contributed to a lessened lead time, he said. Though North Carolina has had a tornado every month of the year, they are also relatively few and far between from mid-December to March 1st, Bacon said. Only about 25% of tornadoes occur at night, he said, but they are responsible for close to 80% of the fatalities. Again, because people are asleep, they don't get the warnings. Again, the idea that there were just national failures to alert people, and then the warning occurred at the exact same time as people were already being killed, is just a severe, severe failure in all the systems that we have in place to protect people from weather conditions. And again, with climate change, weather is only going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And so we need to understand that if we don't keep up, if we are not measuring these storms, if we are not making sure that we're ahead of all of these situations, more and more people are going to die, and it's going to be a very bad situation. So. Dude, is Bodan being a fucking YouTube algorithm truther right now? How do you know? No one knows how the YouTube algorithm works. Actually, we do know basic fundamentals. So either way, Bodan, so your argument is that likes don't help the algorithm, which is objectively false. That's been proven false. But your argument is all they do is increase the ego of the person posting? You don't want to increase my ego? You don't want to make me happy? Come on, man. You're being a little ridiculous. Just a little. Just a little. But a little ridiculous nonetheless. Hey, Elizabeth. How's it going? But people have studied how likes and views affect the YouTube algorithm. I can tell you firsthand, the more likes a video gets, or dislikes, the more likes or dislikes, it's really just any interaction, boosts the video and it gets exponentially more views. And you can go into the analytics and see that the more likes it has, the more it shows up in people's feeds with the impression algorithm. Impressions are like if it shows up at the end screen, or if it shows up in like the watch next feed, right? So the more likes a video has, the more impressions it gets. I mean, it's just, So just come on, man. Come on, man. Alright, I got one more story. Does my stupid post help? Sure. Jesus was crucified because he fooked with the man's money. The moral of the story is don't sook with the man's money. Okay. This discourse is getting mad likes. Like the stream, motherfuckers! The My Pillow guy is doing another documentary. Oh my god. Alright, I got one more story that I want to discuss. And then we'll chill. Jesus was crucified because he failed to like the motherfucking stream. Ego +1. Thank you, thank you. Andrea's voice just vaccinated me from COVID. There you go. I try my best. Crucified by the Italian mob. Oh, Lord, Lord, Lord.
Everybody digging my chili, what I'm laying down? That is not true.
All right, so I want to give a follow-up to one of yesterday's segments. So yesterday I covered this video, and you can go watch my full breakdown of this interaction with Joe Biden at a town hall. But I covered this video of Joe Biden talking to a voter's face at a town hall, saying, "I'm not going to do whatever you want. I'm not going to do it. I know it's possible, but I'm going to lie to you instead." So let me just watch this clip real quick.
I understand the impact of the debt, and it can be debilitating. And I think there's a whole question about what universities are doing. They don't need more skyboxes. Provide, for example, $80 billion, $70 billion over 10 years.
Where was it?
Right off the $10,000 debt, but not 50.
Mr. President, let me ask you.
Because I don't think I have the authority to do it by sign of a pen.
So he says he doesn't think he has the authority. Now, like I said before, either some dumb bitch podcaster in her bedroom knows more about how government works than the President of the United States, or he's lying to you. So those are the two options. There's no middle options. Those are the two options, okay? So Elizabeth Warren and Chuck Schumer released a joint statement shortly after this. And I want to read this because it's actually pretty good. So President Biden has the authority to cancel $50,000 of student loan debt. Senator Schumer and I are urging him to act. Here's our statement. #cancel student debt. So let's read. Presidents Obama and Trump used their executive authority to cancel student loan debt. The Biden administration has said it is reviewing options for canceling up to $50,000 in student debt by executive action, and we are confident they will agree with the standards Obama and Trump used as well, as leading legal experts who have concluded that the administration has broad authority to immediately deliver much-needed relief to millions of Americans. An ocean of student loan debt is holding back 43 million borrowers and disproportionately weighing down black and brown Americans. Basically, they're just calling Joe Biden racist right here, which is pretty good. I take it. Canceling $50,000 in federal student loan debt will help close the racial wealth gap, benefit the 40% of borrowers who do not have a college degree, and help stimulate the economy. It's time to act. We will keep fighting. And so, again, this is a joint statement between Elizabeth Warren and Chuck Schumer. And so this is actually pretty good. Again, I don't like Warren. I barely like Schumer. But the idea that they're really not compromising on this, I think, is amazing. I also know that Chuck Schumer is not compromising on legalized marijuana, which is another thing that Joe Biden can do with the stroke of a pen. The same authority that he can do to cancel $50,000 of student loan debt that he did to cancel the pipelines and so forth. The same authority that he used there can be used to legalize marijuana and remove it from Schedule 1 on the controlled substances list. So these are all things he can do. He's lying. Again, if a dumb bitch in her bedroom knows more about government than the President of the United States, there's a problem there. And guess what? That's not the problem. The real problem is that this guy is lying to you. And I'm glad that actual Democrats, like Elizabeth Warren and Chuck Schumer and Bernie Sanders are going after him, and AOC and Cori Bush and Rashida Tlaib and so forth in the House are going after him and saying, "Bitch, motherfucker, no, you are lying. You are lying to us. Why are you lying to us, Joe? Why are you lying to the American people? Is this really a post-truth era? Right? Trump lied so much that it's okay when Joe Biden lies? I would love to know if there's anyone keeping track of Joe Biden's lies so far while he's been in office. Because I know people were obsessively keeping track of Trump's lies. And again, in this town hall, right, in these two clips, and I covered this video yesterday, you can go watch it. In these two clips, Joe Biden lies at least 4 times. So, that's at least 4 on the list. And Elizabeth Warren and Chuck Schumer and other people in the Democratic Party are holding him accountable. And I think that that's a good thing. And this is going to be very interesting to watch develop. And I hope that Joe Biden doesn't continue lying, because he has no reason to lie. We know he's lying. Right now, if he continues to lie, right, at this point, when everyone knows he's lying, he is no better than Trump on that regard. And I'm sorry, liberals. That's just the truth. Again, this is the same guy who had to drop out of the race in 1988 because he got caught plagiarizing. Right? This is the same guy who said that he worked with Nelson Mandela in apartheid South Africa. This is the same guy who said that he marched with Martin Luther King Jr. and then his own campaign had to walk it back and then say, hey, Joe, can you please stop lying about working with Martin Luther King Jr.? It's making our job a little harder. And then what did Joe Biden do? He went out in South Carolina and lied again and again and again. And his campaign on social media was like, I don't know why Joe Biden keeps lying. We know he's lying and we're sorry. That's not true. And then Joe Biden did another campaign event, lied about the same thing. Because you want to know at the end of the day what Joe Biden is? At the end of the day, this is Joe Biden.
You haven't. You're a lying dog-faced pony soldier. You said you were, but you're now you got to be honest. I'm going to be honest with you.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Anyway, that's all the news stories I had for today. So there you go. Legal weed is a joke. I pay $80 an ounce illegally. If I legally went to the dispensary, the same ounce would cost. See, this is the problem with legalized weed at this current moment. It's not federally legal. It's only legal in specific states. And only specific companies can get specific licenses to sell weed, right? So if it were federally legalized, right, the idea would be anyone, like, theoretically would be able to trade weed for any price. The market price for marijuana, right, would be like somewhere around $12 a pound. It's literally just ground up plant. That's what it is. It's like you were to pull weeds in your front lawn, right? So if we were to have true free market prices here, it would be about $12 a pound. But the problem is we don't have a free market on that situation, right? We've got a market controlled by these big corporations and legal industries. And that's a huge problem. So that's why it needs to be federally legalized, and we need to get rid of all these exclusive contracts. Spock, you're a dumbass and you might be racist. Oh my god. Proud brocialist, I can't. I think Spock is just talking about the price fixing. I don't think Spock is making any other grand argumentation. At least, you know, I hope not. I hope not. I did, Bodan. It was really funny. It was really funny. Got a dip? All right, Jeff. I can get an ounce for about 200 where I'm at. Which, you know, it's not bad. But yeah, thank you all for watching the show today. I had a good time. I hope y'all had a good time as well. I sent a dime. Where'd you send it? Oh shit. Thank you, About to Sleep, for the Patreon, by the way. I appreciate that. Thank you. Sent me a dime on PayPal. I did not get an email, but I can check my account. Proud brochureless living up to their username. Oh, okay. I did. Thank you, Kat. I got you. I got you. We good? We good? I don't know why I didn't get an email. I usually get an email. Huh. That's weird. That might be the first time I've never gotten an email. That's really bizarre, actually. Huh. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. We good. We good. That was weird. My email's being censored right now. I feel sufficiently insulted. That's good. You're all welcome to join me and the friends over at the Majority Report. I'm not told the show topic, so I have no idea who's on. Oh my god. Dude, Bob, are they paying you for this? For you coming into my stream and simping for them so much? Like, they better be paying you, and then you gotta be paying me, because I'm letting you simp for another stream in my chat room. Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
No, I mean, I'm down to chill. Like, if anyone has questions or, like, anything you have, like, you know, to chill about, you know? Let me know. We have Max the dog who's sleeping right behind me. Precious pup. Making fun of chatters is literally 1984. I mean, basically, yeah. I know, Bob. I'm just teasing you. I'm just teasing you. Proof Andrea's a capitalist shill? You want some proof? I'll give you proof. So what you got to do right now is like the stream. You got to retweet all of my tweets, and you got to give me money on all three of these things. Give me money on PayPal, give me money on Cash App, give me money on Patreon. If you don't go for the trifecta, you're banned. You got to give me all the money in your bank account on all three of those separate things. Otherwise, you're banned for life. There you go. That's capitalism, baby. Starve, bitch. By the way, y'all, I don't know if y'all saw this, but I might as well spend this time talking about yesterday. I uploaded a video yesterday that I did with a one DJ Elf. This is our second collaboration. And so I'm going to go ahead and tell y'all about that. If you want to watch something when you've got time, feel free to check this out.
Right, I got.
Okay. Bada boom. There you go. I did a video with DJ Elf. We talked about how Andrew Yang is a piece of garbage, and some other various adjacent topics. And so it's about 50 minutes. So if you want to check this out, I'd recommend that. I'm slowly but surely getting them to hate Tulsi Gabbard. So we're almost there, folks. Just give me a couple more videos, and I'll eventually turn him into a hater. But yeah, about 50 minutes. I'd say watch it on like 2x or something. Get some of that information. Watch the DJ Elf video from the Force the Vote rally. Yo, I should, honestly. It's got copyrighted music though. I don't wanna watch that on stream. But yeah, also what y'all should be doing, y'all should be following this account right here. I don't know who created this account. I have no idea, actually. However, again, as you can see, it doesn't matter who's right. It doesn't matter who's wrong. Let's focus on the topic at hand, giving me money. So that's extremely important stuff. And you can see some very hot clips here. like this, for example. We're gonna stop. I'm gonna come for AOC, and I'm never gonna stop. Right? That's incredible. We can check out some more of this stuff. What's this? What do we got? I can guarantee you, if there's any forms of, you know, material trapped within the foreskin, trust me, I can clean it with no problems. I can clean it with no hands, no less. No hands, everybody. But again, this is another account that you should definitely follow. Again, mysterious operator. Don't know what's going on there. But I'm here for it. And maybe at some point I'll make compilations of these and then post them on the YouTube. Like if we can get like 5 to 10 minutes compiled, maybe I'll do like, you know, weekly YouTube posts or something. Maybe with some music in the background. I don't know. We could have fun with that, but for sure. That profile picture is cash. Hell yes. A horrible moment. Oh. The Yang Gang was the most annoying political movement of my adult life. They were so apolitical and hive-minded. Oh yeah, they're also dumb as fuck. So not only are they apolitical, that's fine, you're apolitical, whatever, you know, we can work on that. But then they're also just dumb as shit. So I want to show everyone the power of life on Earth. Maxie! Maxie's been sleeping all day today. Maxie, Maxie, Maxie. Hello. Come on the bed, buddy. Come on up. Come on. Come on, buddy. The stream wants to see you. He's coming. Look at this. Oh, shit. Oh, the doggy. Oh. Look at the dog. Look at the dog. This bitch just sneezed in my face. Thank you, Max. Oh. Max the dog, you're famous, Max. You're famous. How many viewers do I have? 90 viewers, Max. They see you. Max, you shouldn't be doing that. That's not something you should do. Oh. Yesterday, he rude yesterday. I don't know if y'all remember that. When I had to take him out yesterday morning. He was like, oh. Oh. He's off to explore. Wait. Bringing it back. Yawning. Oh. 90 viewers just watching me do nothing. I mean, yeah, basically. I mean, I didn't expect to get through all these news stories so quickly, so I'm just kind of chilling. Did you hear that? Did you hear... Maxie, why are you ruining? Oh. Oh. Look at the precious angel. So, by the way, for those wondering why he threw up on stream a couple days ago, I found out why. It's because he was eating one of his toys. I don't know if I ever followed up on stream about this. But he ate one of his toys and he shat out. I saw some stuffing in some really bright purple like shit. And so now in the backyard, like there's like some bright purple turds and I don't know what I can do about that, but I'll have to get some sort of apparatus to clean that up because, more likes than viewers. Should we remove some likes? No, hell no. But that's really funny though, regardless. Oh. Man, your fucking breath stinks, Max. Oh. 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 Mm. Max is a very good doggy. Max is a very good doggy. He's very in tune with my emotions, which is something that's just something that's very interesting to me, is that dogs are really good at picking up people's emotion. Did you hear that? He's never rude so many times in a row. Are you okay? Are you all right? I can't with that dog. I can't. Yeah, it wasn't plastic. It was just stuffing. Cat. So I'm gonna have to get him like toys that he can't eat. So that's kind of like the next goal. So I don't know, but it wasn't. I don't think it was plastic. It was just like, you know, stuffing and like, you know, like stuffed animal. It was like a stuffed animal thing. So he still has that penguin. All right, Bodan. 5D chess. I just walked him, though. That's the thing. I just walked him. But, you know, I'll walk him again in a little bit. He can wait 10 more minutes. He can wait. He can wait. What's up, Gazebo? Nyla bones are good. They last forever. I'll have to look into that. Something odd I noticed, petty crime was a small fraction of the crime this past few days. Violent crime is up like a bee. Really? Huh. Yeah, Sophia, if you want to come on the show like tomorrow or something, feel free to send me an email. Kong. I'll keep them busy for hours. I don't know if I want to keep Max busy for hours, you know. I don't want to treat him like he's a, you know, an annoyance, right? My hand is no longer dry. Oh. 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 All right, y'all. I'd like to say thank you everyone for watching. I'm going to head out now. And again, it means a lot that people are willing to watch me sit here and do nothing. And people also have nothing that they want to ask me, apparently, that like could be an interesting, like, I thought, oh, I'll just outsource the last 30 minutes of this show to the chat room. And no one, you know, said anything interesting. So, I mean, what are you gonna do? It happens. Y'all are a bunch of boring motherfuckers.
Unbelievable.
You've got a question? Hit me. Let's go. What did Random say? Scrolling up. Can we have random viewer days where you talk to a follower? I'm going to start doing call-ins soon. So yes. What I might do is like pick a day of the week and then just do like 30 minutes of like Discord calls. You know? So that is something I'm going to be doing soon. Rielon, thank you for the 70 Zars. I appreciate that. I'm going to be converting that currency into Dogecoin. Hello, Real Court. Goodbye, Real Court. Alright, y'all. Thank you for watching again. The Mars landing, I'll definitely check that out later. I don't know if I'll stream it, but... So, there's going to be a hearing on GameStop today. What time is that? Unless it's already going on. So I was going to look that up today, but I forgot until this point. Is that all? I mean, I'll live stream begin. Okay, so it's starting at noon. I want to find a video that I can watch at like 1.5x speed or something. How come like I have to click on like 18 different fucking articles until I find the time that this shit starts? Like, why don't they put that shit in the headline? Like, GameStop hearing at 12 p.m. Like, what the fuck? Seriously. What the fuck is this bullshit? I don't want to scan the whole fucking article searching for the goddamn motherfucking time. Just fucking put it in the goddamn fucking headline.
Unbelievable.
Alright, I'm now on my 6th headline. Yahoo Finance, are you going to give it to me? A guide to the GameStop hearing. Alright, there's going to be a guide. Does that guide include the time? Yes, it includes the time. Alright. So it's going to start at 12. I'm going to probably stream that like an hour late. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Will you issue warnings when you are on the rag? I do not know what that means. But yeah, so I'm going to try to find a stream for this. If someone wants to find the stream for me, preferably on YouTube, preferably without commentary, I would appreciate that. And I'll be back to stream that at around... I mean, I might stream it after a Majority Report if y'all like really don't want me to double dip. You know? But, still... walk through. I'm gonna walk through that door and go pee because I gotta pee. So I'll see y'all later. Have a good one. God, I fucking hate all of these. Oh, is this thing still on? Shit.
Unbelievable.
In person, in my office, in Philadelphia. That's where they should be done.
Did you use the word smart? So you said you went to Delaware State, but you forgot the name of your college. You didn't go to Delaware State. You graduated either the lowest or almost the lowest in your class. Don't ever use the word smart with me. Don't ever use that word.
Oh, give me a break.
Because you know what? There's nothing smart about you, Joe.
In case you don't know, and you haven't seen the latest polls, the American people hold the President of the United States in contempt.
Unbelievable.
They had a very bad original concept. It was carried out poorly, and the cover-up was one of the worst in the history of cover-ups. Very simple. Bad deal, should have never been thought of. Somebody really messed up, and they had the worst cover-up ever. And where it should have stopped is at the deal standpoint, when they thought about it.
They felt pretty comfortable after day 2.
As far as my relationships with all people, I think I have great relationships with all people. I am the least racist person in this room.
I hate the white man. He's of the devil. He was made in a cave in the worst parts of Europe, produced from the lowest forms of humanity.
Everybody digging my chili, what I'm laying down, that is not true.
Oh, seriously, hot sauce. I've been eating a lot of hot sauce, a lot of raw peppers and hot sauce.
But you have to go home now. We have to have peace.
Good news is, for me, I'm here. The bad news for you is, I'm coming back.